Almost got me that time.
Try again.
Try again.
Almost got me that time.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rabble panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, easy now. No need to hurry.
So it wasn't a dream after all. Oh, I don't even remember them strapping me down. Not a very chatty fellow, are you? boring. This again.
No lesions, no trauma. It was bled by magic. No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others. Did the murderer take him into this?
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Darling, there you are. Not too tight, eh? In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All past. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why? Because we're at sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips.
My word. You do see. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what... Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. My, aren't we a meek little lamb? But so let's just leave it on, shall we? For your own peace of mind.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a...
I was on duty in your room. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, it looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want to...
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
Sing us a song, I know you can. That's enough now.
I always knew you'd turn up rotten bin nest. You're the kind that always hung closest to
An
our
elf
life.
sits tucked away in a duck.
Snake Eye.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side.
She eyes you quite...
Not the future, no. But I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last.
She gives your arm...
You were reminiscing. About the things you used to do to... Of course it is. But don't you worry, darling. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey.
She looks you up and down with a...
Never say
The woman keeps rolling her dice. A scruffy man lounges against the wall with...
Watch your back, new fish.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his...
We used to know each other, more's the pity.
Standing far back, Ifan grins.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it. No. The dead man. Finn, is it?
He glances over at Magister.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The joy. I've heard a lot. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Not interested in the son of the divine himself?
What are you conspiring?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got...
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet.
They don't care about us.
Ifan raises his eyebrow.
I'm busy watching for clues.
Carrying on. One of us would kill our own. They're picking us off one.
Can we just skip the part where I reassure you and you shut up? Lad. Insufferable, surely. I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
You one of them? A divine...
You get saucy with me when you... Well, well. What happened?
The lizard looks you all of a sudden. He grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle.
There's some... Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Can we just skip
On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
lad? Insufferable.
Yes, I can tell from your vag... On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the very bit? So, 3 as per your own testimony, you still... Beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave, of course. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine.
I spent my life. Meanwhile,
Well, we've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of the ship with it.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined
Name?
on anything less than a dozen-course dinner. And I
Well, you aren't here on my...
There has been a murder. You look like my daddy.
Do you know Losa? She's a You're a human, like...
Ah, there you are. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor how very correct you are. What?
Her pinched face
Yeah, okay.
She turns to you.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and you take care, though. Nope, trying not to find...
Suddenly, her eyes cloud as quickly as they came.
Good luck, Chief.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Here to register, sir. You think? Glad to hear. You head on.
There has been
Take care of you.
Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Don't you get
see my
saucy
name,
with
Jefferson?
me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Murder most foul. And I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Standing at the center of the room, you...
So you admit it then?
Yes, I did. But of course,
She turns her head.
there are others.
Good. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about...
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts sauce...
She smiles with...
Press.
What's happened?
What happened? Must have been the turnips. Water?
The lizard's eye. You shake the lizard by the... Ifan lies motionless. curled, his eyes flickered. Ifan cried. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted, and you hear a faint. The dwarf lies in a heap. The Magister lies on the floor.
The hatch is blocked. The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way. The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
The young woman woman lies in a heap on the... She doesn't.
Long before this thing snaps into splinters. God damn it! Need to get off this wreck, and quick! Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards! Something's pounding on the hull!
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its... You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold... You pass through the door, and the skeleton is...
No. It catches...
The skeleton...
Oh. Yes? Should...
The skeleton grows...
I know you're... Do you look at me and think, no, damn... Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. Remember, one of your race's weaknesses is having your lungs...
The skeleton resumes his...
That means there's still a chance. Come on, Eric, dig in the rope.
You do it.
Shut your trap, kid. The dwarf yanks at one of the near...
Said there were other people down.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us. That's what you big mouth.
You should never leave someone behind.
If you can walk, get yourself out the ladder. There's a... Wait! Find Woken!
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch. Glory mine!
Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph.
I've faced worse.
We make a pretty good team.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about
I
to
hear
burst.
something. It's Magister Siwan. You want to put on this damn collar. Sounds like she needs help.
Wait! We need to wait!
Thing! There's no time.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven. Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems something wanted me alive. I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
The child has a small...
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Why? I guess. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crave better here than inside. They're gone now. Their Magisters took them already. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safe. You'll see. I guess I am.
This statue must be 1,000 years old. Wonder how much longer it'll last. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They'd made it to shore.
You spot a strange lizard. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with a graceful ease of...
Yes, I imagine you do. Chances are you have my...
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all them. Nevertheless, one good... Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to say...
He sighs.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water.
As for myself, I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Of course, it's rather specific.
Suddenly, having...
Well, don't just stand there, gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to the very same? I am, of course you...
There's a brief moment's pause.
That said, I said the grandeur that is my fate has... hit a bit of a snag, truly. Fine. On one... For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Jolly good. So, now that that's set, even if you are as versed as a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onward.
The Red Prince nods.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling as your luck. Of course, there are other forms. A black cat. A herald of wisdom in my homeland. How fortuitous.
Please.
Your Godwoken has stayed back, sorcerer, and stay silent.
We know you've been helping sorcerers.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more...
This can't be serious, Alexander.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers.
Stop! My father. May the fate of our realm... Dallas?
Yes, you're...
What a waste.
Come. We'll be needed elsewhere.
I can't wait all day.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be the Geists, dummy. The Hammer and Alexander had 2 in tow just a moment ago. Ugh. Ah. No.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magist.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive the divine orders, or believe it or don't.
Noon exactly. Didn't I?
Irma! Where are you, darling?
Fella can't hear himself. Hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad.
He hasn't changed a bit.
Sweetheart?
Always late.
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight shot. What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That chart, and there ain't no...
I'm not mad.
She don't listen to reason.
Sweetheart?
I told him
Please,
at noon.
please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. Oh, bless you. Irma's her name. She's about as high as your hip. Black. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her... Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When
She soaks up as...
She ought to come with you then. You are an A... Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be? Bless you.
Always late.
I don't think I ain't watching.
Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be, my dear girl?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
Bless you.
Liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
A little respect for Griff's right.
You there? Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate.
I don't think
I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue just to this road.
Looky here, mates. A fresh... Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuffed.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Blaming a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are ya? Ease off, or I'll go ahead. To be sure, Chief. Pay up, and you get to keep your eyes. Sounds pretty satisfying, doesn't it? We'll see about that.
Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same. You may feel like an inmate here.
Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. None of your business, inmate.
Where is he?
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me! You're too close. Do you?
Her hands move again to her throat.
Vara, she ain't coming back.
Ah, you're back. Please, did bless you.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach us. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. I have a way out of here. Are you interested? Oh, noble. Good luck with your...
What if there are no sources? Yet so quickly, we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused him? So void-woken are...
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you...
1,000 bottles of dust. 50 bottles of tears oath. Make the hinges rust.
My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the void-woken, the divine. No doubt the two are related.
Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? That's so.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable.
Hey, Arfney, what do you know?
Better even to puke yourself to
Name's
death than
Laszlo.
get purged. You think? You should be happy for greed.
You're being coy.
What did you say?
Please, excuse...
You're talking to...
Oh, for the...
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Piss off. Go on.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it.
A flat...
She never did. I'll be with you soon, love.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Don't feel too bad. Fella had no decency. If you don't have that, you don't have anything to live for. Maybe they're onto something.
He nods at you.
Bastard.
I'm waiting for someone, and it ain't you. Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Them that pay the bills, of course. Time's up, Your Honor. It's stabbing time.
I'll yield to none.
sense something nearby.
Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Betty. I'll be with you soon, love.
Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Oh, one gets used to this. I'll tell you what, though. All those bumblers...
The woman looks out on the...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, you here alone?
She gives you a...
You keep them friends of yours not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family, then they brought us here. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name.
Her eyes...
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip.
She talks for some time. Joy radiates from her.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you. Take care of yourself. You won't regret.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet so tell me. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Power. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. It is nothing. Many...
He taps hammer to nail and...
I'll be with you soon.
Easy, eh?
So this is Fort Joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scram! Snake.
Oh.
Hey, Freshy. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Huh. What do I need you if you're done wasting?
You forget my name here. Everything now?
Griff is slowly...
What? Who's asked?
He smirks.
I'm listening. Sure. Good stuff, huh? Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn...
One where you got this.